consciousness high. Come on now, don't be shy. Show up right, orderly style. Exclusive vibes all the while. Reactions heavy with a smile. Stay ready, mile after mile. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Pop culture flowing free. Thunder beats come to see. Compassion, feel the key. Cultivate to God agree. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Ready for what's going down. Steady, strong in every town. Always carry that crown. Lift up, don't let it drown. Bring consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground. We're making that sound. Consciousness around. If you're really down, help you touch the ground.
Come on, come on, come on, man. Like this video. Let's cultivate. Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Come on in so mama can talk to you. Come on in, come on in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I
Cause what?
need to see you. I need to
Oh,
talk
Katt,
to
I need
you.
to talk to
I've
you.
been missing you. Have you
Have
been
y'all been
missing me?
missing me?
Come on in.
Come on
Come
in.
on
Come
in.
on
Come
in.
on in. Come on in.
Come
Come on in. Come
on
on
in. Come
in.
on in.
So we can talk today. I've been missing you.
Y'all know the cultivator has been missing y'all. Y'all know the first 5 minutes I got to get y'all warmed up. I gotta give y'all a chance to get on in here because the cultivator be a little bit late. I know I do, but at least I postpone my time. So I let y'all know about what time around the time to get in here. Cause y'all know a brother be working on CP time and I knows it. But I know my cultivator know me. But and they take me as I am. Like Mary said, didn't Mary say something like that? Take me as I am. My cultivators love me as I am. I know that's right. Take a page out my book, man, a funk box. Although you can it is just a shame before God. Um ooh man, the funk box thinks she gonna come back from what she put out here. But to them fake images, cosplaying crotches and stuff, and catfishing crotches. I mean, it's a lot, but we ain't gonna get into that today. We got a lot of other stuff to get into. Y'all know, I had to just hit it right quick like that. But we go get we get into some other stuff that has uh pierced my soul, and it just stuck out to me, and I think that we need to do a deep dive on it, and that includes the ASHLEE Braxton situation. Uh, I feel as though it's a deep thing between silence, covering up abuse, and it needs to be spoken, and it needs to be covered, and it needs to be dissected. We know how to do a dissection over here. We done it before, and we can do it again. Because my heart goes out to ASHLEE Braxton, Lauren Braxton, um, the daughters of Michael um, Braxton. Um, Lauren unfortunately succumbed to a overdose, a heroin overdose and fentanyl overdose. God rest her soul. We're gonna get into we're gonna get into um, all of it. We're gonna get into the meat and taters. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned. We're gonna get into it. We talk about real life issues over here. This is a real life issue. And I think it deserves some airtime. Don't you think? Don't you think? Don't ya? And I know my cultivators don't mind us getting into it. Shout out to all of y'all in the building. I'm Jella Chunky 215. Shout out to you, and shout out to Conspiracy. Chunky, do you think that they are using ASHLEE Braxton's pain and trauma for a storyline, or do we think it's deeper than that? Um, I'm gonna throw some things at y'all. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up and sound off, because this is a near and dear topic to plenty, and I don't want to overlook it. I want, because at the end of the day, the consensus, the court of public opinion, and the people was who deserves the platform. They deserve to express how they feel, and they just deserve it all. Um, Especially survivors, especially people who have been through um abuse, who have lived through abuse, who have survived abuse, those who have, um, whether that be SA, whether that be verbal abuse, you know what I'm saying? So my heart goes out to all of those out there, whether those on the replay game, whether those in the bushes who just have ever heard of me. I am Cultivate with Kai, here at Cultivate with Kai Enterprises. We cultivate clarity on all things, unadulterated, unfiltered, and uncensored, of course. And we do things right. And we do things with integrity, most of all. And I pride myself, every now and again, majority of the time, we entertain, inspire, and inform. But every now and again they be bringing the Petty Murphy out of me. But nice to meet y'all. Welcome to the show. Y'all get comfortable. Let a brother know what y'all need to feel more comfortable and get more adjusted. So let a brother know before I begin the show. So y'all seen the title, between Katt Williams' brother doing multiple interviews nowadays and kind of like denouncing him lightweight and doing these omnibus interviews. I would suggest that he's going against the grain, and I just think that if you have family like that, or do you really need enemies? I really don't think you do. But welcome. Come on in. Get comfortable. We're gonna have a funky good time while cultivating some clarity on some topics that are, everyday, that affect everyday people is what I'm trying to essentially say. So y'all get comfy, y'all get your seat together, and let me know. Share this video out, which y'all need. But we Kimmy actually, before the blogs hit it, Kimmy actually told us about D'Angelo transitioning on today. God rest his soul. Who would expect it months after? I don't have it in this thumbnail as of right now. Actually, I have this picture. Oh, actually, I have this one right here. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. He fought a long battle. Well, I'm not gonna say long. Excuse me. He fought a battle with pancreatic cancer that a lot of us didn't even know that he was fighting. So, and it wasn't for a lot of us to know. Well, once again, welcome. Come on in. So Kaka can talk to y'all today. Yeah. But back to D'Angelo. It was very surprising to see him in the headlines. I thought Kimmy had it wrong, but Kimmy had the exclusive this morning. My goodness, y'all better get on over there. Yeah, I ain't know the den had exclusives over there too. Well, Chunky215 says, now that story I haven't looked into, the Katt Williams one. I'm not going to say it's true, but I don't put anything past him. Right. And between the encrypted messages that his brother is sending, we're gonna get into one of the interviews that he did. He did one with Tasha K. I'm mad you say it. That was just like, I'm like, Tasha K be getting these, and Tasha K say in a minute she don't pay. I don't get it if they get their bread off the back end or what, but and Lord, I heard through the grapevine, Tasha K is on Nicki Minaj's payroll. Don't ask me how I know. Taka can't tell you so, but I just heard it allegedly through the grapevine. That allegedly, I feel like if the brother were clout chasing or money grabbing, he would have done it at the height of Katt's Shannon Sharp interview while Katt was popping. I don't know. I'll wait for more details from you. Ooh, Chunky, that's good. That's good. That's a good defense. It's a good defense. It was confusing because there are unalive hoaxes about D'Angelo out there. Right. But this one, all the blogs got. They said he was 51. Actually, he wasn't 44. Well, no, I ain't getting nothing from the get ass. I ain't no. You know what? I ain't even finna fool with you. You done took me off my course. Oh God. Ooh, Chunky, you would do it. You'll do it, Chunky. You'll do it. But I love you. Y'all come on in here. We gonna have a good old time. And chop it up. Y'all already know. Yes, he did. Brown sugar bag. Yes, yeah. Hey, Suri, welcome to the building. Welcome to Cultivate Enterprises. Y'all get comfortable. And I just want to play this right quick for D'Angelo right quick. Here we go right fast. Here we go. Wait a minute. All of those. Yeah. All of these.
That Georgia pride, baby.
Yes, Lord. He surrendered it, and Mama D was surrendered it that day. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm telling you, you ain't got nothing to worry about when you surrendered it all. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? We gonna get into a few trending topics though before we get into we're gonna go in order. I think we're gonna start with who did I want to start with first? I think the Katt Williams situation first. Well, we just gonna go with the flow. Hell, I don't know. In that order, right. In that order. That was Mama D. But I'm telling you, when you surrendered it all, you have no because this is our earthly home. This is when you got a heavenly home. When you got a heavenly home, I tell you what. But wait a minute, where that one I wanted to read? See, he was 51. It says R&B legend D'Angelo deceased after 51 after private battle with pancreatic cancer. We lost a musical giant. D'Angelo, born Michael Eugene Archer, passed away at the ripe age of 51 years old after a private battle, of course, with pancreatic cancer. From Richmond, Virginia to the hearts of millions, D'Angelo reshaped what it meant to be a soul artist in modern times. His voice was gentle but raw. His arrangements were lush but unforced. His debut album, Brown Sugar Bag 95, dropped as a statement, blending gospel, funk, jazz, and hip hop, and became a neo-soul benchmark with hits like Lady, Cruisin', and Brown Sugar itself. That record sold over 2 million copies and introduced a new era of R&B. Then came Voodoo 2000, a sultry, velvet tone masterpiece. Its single Untitled, How Does It Feel? Not only won him a Grammy, but cemented his status as an artist whose emotional delivery cut deep. The album itself claimed Best R&B Album honors in '01. After years away, D'Angelo returned in 2014 with Black Messiah, an album charged with political gravity and musical mastery. It reminded the world he was an artist of purpose, not just flair. His influence echoes in the work of Frank Ocean, Anderson .Paak, Her, Danielle Caesar, and many others. Despite the fame, D'Angelo was known to be reserved, intensely focused on the music itself rather than the spotlight. His passing feels like closing of an era, but his sound will forever resonate in culture, Black culture that is. I had to add that on. Fans, peers, and industry voices have already begun pouring out tributes. The loss is deeply felt, but his legacy is immortal. He is survived by his children and close family who have requested privacy during this time of grief. And this is one of his children, excuse me. I don't know how many children he had, of course, but this is his child he had with Angie Stone. And of course, we're highlighting him, Michael, due to the fact that he lost both of his parents in a matter of months. Wait a minute, Quinn. You know what? We giving condolences now, Quinn. we gotta give condolences. Hold on, what's the color for condolences? Blue, right? Blue is the color of condolences, right? Maybe some turquoise. Yeah, that's all right. I took that one too. Yeah, but you know what, Quinn? I ain't even finna fool with you. At one point in time, Hazel, you know, when you're in your prime, so you say you're in your prime. Oh, well, don't waste your time. But remember, my love is only a thin line. Hey, winter's come. All of the sun. Not afraid. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't had a moment. But it's that brown sugar. But wait a minute. I can't, I have no words to say other than rest in peace. Rest in peace. Man, rest in peace. 51 is still young. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We got to take care of ourselves. This just reminds us to do what we can do to take care of ourselves. Keep our head on a swivel at all times, because you just never know when it's your last time on this here earthly plane. Yeah. Wait a minute. I want to show y'all this right quick. I want to show y'all this. This is an interview with Ray J and Shout out to Magic. Yeah. 6 months apart. Mm, yeah, Ruth. Ruth. Well, yes, 6 months. That making a side eye. You do some side eye, don't? But I want to say this. He would have some information surrounding Angie. I don't want to conspiracy theorize the people. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at the moment. They say he had pancreatic, but I'm always an advocate for an independent toxicology report and an independent autopsy. Yes, indeed. But you know, I'm praying for Silas, for the family. But fair use commentary. We are reacting, researching, and educating, and all the good stuff that the Copyright Fair Use Act allows us to do. And this is a Cultivate Tours independent opinion. Let's get it. So no need for this ain't no defamation.
Why no?
Wait a minute. This is Ray J. Ray J and Lyrica husband. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. Yeah, it's sad when you gotta go by that. But yeah, this is Ray J and that other brother, and they just doing a lot. I'm gonna dissect this right quick for y'all. I just want to bring this to y'all right quick. Hold on, because y'all know we do. We a family. Hold on, I'm gonna drop this link just in case, because we cultivate clarity together.
Okay, good. He being a daddy right now. I was only scheduled to do one, which was A1.
It's coming.
But Ray J popped up after the TMZ tour.
Is that you? It was a big demo that works for that. Shout out to
Is that your baby, your firstborn?
Shout out to Lemmy. Why you say my firstborn? I'm on a
because I was told. Hold on for a second. Because I was told by Lyrica there's a new one. Is that? So let me ask you something. Now you were pissed off at me a few years ago about that Summer Bunny thing. So I interviewed Katt Williams' brother yesterday, Steve Williams. Have you ever met Steve Williams before?
I gotta look at him.
He looked just like Katt.
Yeah, I gotta look. I don't recall Katt like having a brother.
There you go.
Now, see, wait a minute. Tasha K, she's very thought-provoking. She knows how to be provocative to get the what in the hell? Lord. You know, something be on your tongue when you're talking. Damn, what he's ahead. But yeah, thank you, Quinn. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or yes, cultivate with Kai should be taken as fact, and everything is alleged. Thank you, Quinn. I definitely get what you was doing there. Shout out to Quinn because you didn't have to do it, but you did, and I appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Allegedly. But you see, Tasha K in this moment is trying to get another celebrity to kind of confirm that this is confirm that this is the brother of Katt Williams, and two, try to add some validity to what the brother, I forgot the brother's name, what the brother is saying. Hold on. Actually, I could probably go right here and check. What's that man name? Lord, look at Tasha K in that level. Lord, Tasha K trying to look as good as she want to look. But I heard she was an agent for that's what I was gonna say. Allegedly, I heard she was on Nicki Minaj's payroll. Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Oh Lord, they ain't gonna copyright me. No, ma'am. No,
Pull it
ma'am.
up back.
I know Sheck be up there. Sheck be striking folk.
Background report on Katt Williams is really easy to identify who his siblings are. That's the easiest thing in the book.
Yeah, they do look alike a little bit.
Now, the nature of their relationship, of course, siblings do have issues. One is more famous than the other. You can say, there's
What is this man's name? No, I forgot. Hold up. Oh Lord, wait a minute. Hold up. What's that man's name? Why did you say the brother?
Bisexual.
Oh,
what no man does in his bed. I know.
Oh Lord, you see these questions? Tasha knows she wrong.
Oh, I watched an arraignment. I watched a man who was arrested having a publicly videotaped arraignment.
Wait a minute. Lord.
And what happened?
And he looked like a Tyrone to me.
I mean, this is just breaking all types of bro code. I mean, when the stuff was happening, if it was against your morale, you should have been said that. I don't know the man name. They just called him Katt Williams.
Now we're 14 or something like that, and she
y'all seeing this? Steve, thank you, Chunky. See, we work together around here. I so appreciate you. Thank you. I'm jealous. Steve, he looks more like Ricky Smiley than Katt Williams. You know what? He do look like Ricky Smiley a little bit. Did y'all see this stuff?
So I have a full-blown party.
What's y'all thoughts on this? Mama D had the scrippers over there at the party. He had Mama D at the party. He sure did. He had Mama D at the party. Mama D had Scrappy and had the scrippers at Scrappy's 14th party. I said, Lord, man, listen. I don't listen. They said that was grooming. The people said that's grooming. But that ain't the topic of the conversation today. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. Cause we all over the place today, but we're going back to this.
Winos. Okay,
I heard some pertinent information in this.
Daddy, right now, I was only scheduled to do one, which is A1.
It's coming.
But Ray J popped up after the TMZ tour. Is that you?
This is a big demo that works for that. Shout out to
Is that your baby, your firstborn?
Shout out to Lemon.
Why you say my firstborn?
I'm on a
Because I was told. Hold on for a second. Because I was told by Lyrica there's a new one.
Now she knows she lying. Now peep this, peep game. Look. Tasha know how to get the answers out. She just played two sides against the middle, talking about some. Why in the hell would Lyrica ever tell? Well, maybe she did, cause Lyrica, they ain't cool, right? They don't go together no more. But I feel like Tasha K was capping.
Is that? So let me ask you something. Now, you were pissed off at me a few years ago about that Summer Buddy thing. So I interviewed Katt Williams' brother yesterday, Steve Williams. Have you ever met Steve Williams before?
I gotta look at him.
He looked just like Katt.
Yeah, I gotta look. I don't recall Katt like having a brother.
There you go.
I can't say that's my nigga, but I've seen him and we all said what's up and party together.
Yes. Okay. Ray J, is it true your mama and Brandy don't fuck with you? They swear Brandy can't stand you.
That took me out. Okay. You know how these moms be? Old school mom. Listen. I'm sure she had that mentality at the time. That's my baby. I do what I want with him. Excuse me, I'm tearing up these barbecue seeds. She do look good. I ain't gonna lie, for 60 something. Well, you know she was a madam, if I'm not mistaken. Some David barbecue sunflower seeds. Dad took him out the way. He just fell out crying. Well, we do know Ray J is an athlete. Facts. And we do know he could cry on cue.
They say you ruined the brand. Is mom and dad and sister proud of Ray J?
If they not, I am.
Oh, don't cry, Ray. Don't do that.
I'm here for you as a brother.
Don't cry. Somebody get this man some tissue. He really crying for real.
I think, I don't know what button you touched when you said Brandon.
Oh my God. I did not know. I literally pulled.
I did not know.
All right, let's pause this for a second.
Okay.
Can we stop this?
We'll pause. We'll pause.
Dr. K be getting written out them damn cribs. Lord. Dr. saying yes. I try to make sure they don't turn out. This is true. This is true. Right, I'm jealous. That ain't no secret, dude. Cause you know, the Norwoods was trying to keep a polished image. Till Ray J burned that Kardashian. That Kardashian spirit. That's when. What's Brandy mama name? Miss Sandra Norwood. Ain't that her name? I'm gonna just call her Miss Norwood. Ray J mama name. I ain't got to say mama. Sonya. Okay, Miss Sonya. Just like the Braxtons, they don't want them to tarnish the Braxton name. Well, excuse me, the Norwood name. It's a shame. It's a shame, though. That Ray J can't keep his mind together, though. That's the real crazy part. And let's get into this.
They had
street news. This is a crime within itself. Cultivating crime. Let's get into this. Shout out to Don Lemon because he is on the streets doing real journalism. And this is crazy. It says the man was kidnapped by ICE in Chicago. Shares his story. Let's get it.
the word.
Hey man, we gotta go to part one first. Shout out to Don Lemon. Here part one.
I had to run in with ICE. Monday night, September 29th, I was at home, minding my.
Please be safe out here. This is how ICE can affect you, and you. Especially black and brown individuals and minorities.
Own business, and I heard a knock at the door. When I looked through the window, I could see people in uniform. They were wearing the green army fatigue uniforms. When I answered the door, they pushed their way in, and
you don't answer the door for nobody. You got a warrant? No, sir. No,
Is
sir.
there anybody in here with? And I told them no. Told me, they said, we want you to come with us. And I'm like, what for? You know, what is this all about? And that's when they told me, they said, just shut up and come with us. At that point, I grabbed my backpack and I headed on out the door with them. When we got on the porch, they put my hands behind me. They put those zip ties, they put.
Speaking of that, that's how I was gonna name this. Like, it's Katt Williams on the chopping block. And I feel like Katt Williams definitely is on a chopping block, especially after him spilling all what he spilled regarding the industry. Feel me? So, at the end of the day, I do feel like he's next. He's on the chopping block, and Ray J, he just trying to live. He's trying to be he just be high as giraffe coochie, so he could not be living in the moment, live in reality. That eventually them people, they're gonna silence the fuck out of him like they trying to silence ASHLEE. Shout out to ASHLEE Braxton. We're gonna get into it. So tell a friend that Cultivate with God's about to begin and get into the dissections of it all. But first though, we got to do the street justice and get into this, because this can affect everybody. It can affect our neighbor, our family members, and this is a Black American man, and this is crazy. Let's get into it, y'all.
Those on me. Once they got me outside, we came down the street to the corner, and when we got here, right on the corner, they had a lot of units, a lot of cars were out here. There was some press, members of the press out here. They had right about where that car is at.
Right where the blue car is, or the green-looking car.
Where that green-looking car is at. They had a budget renter truck. They put me up into the truck. When I got in the truck, there were already about maybe 10 people who were already in the truck. And then they started bringing more people. They had everybody in zip ties. We were in the truck for about, I'd say maybe 20, 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. They sealed the truck up.
Zip ties. You know how inhumane that is? Zip ties.
And the truck pulled off. Next thing I know, they're unloading us, and we were out at the facility in Broadview.
I'm going to ask you about, I want to know what the conditions were like inside, but let's go back a little bit. Mm-hmm. When they knocked on your door, right, and they told you to come out.
Right.
Did they tell you why?
No.
Did they ask you anything like who you are?
No. I tried to tell them. I had to run there with ICE Monday night, September.
Look, listen.
They had the word ICE on their back, so I knew who they were. And I asked them, why are you guys taking me? I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm not an illegal immigrant. And I was told to shut up and just follow instruction. I did as I was told. When we got to the facility, I again tried to tell them, look, you got the wrong person. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm not an illegal immigrant. Again, I was told, shut up. I tried to tell them, I've got everything in my backpack. My birth certificate, I got my ID.
Why'd you have it in your backpack?
I had some business to take care of with the Illinois Department of Public Aid. I went there earlier in the day.
So at no point did they allow you to show your birth certificate or any identification?
They didn't want to see nothing.
I've heard people say they're not just rounding people up, they're getting identification. They're not being rough with people. What do you say?
They're lying. They're not checking IDs. The building behind me was the building that they were targeting.
This building right here, the orange brick building?
Yeah. I couldn't understand why they were at my building, because my building is not there. I'm a block over in the middle of the block. I didn't see any reason for them to be bothering us.
They were just scooping people up randomly?
Yeah. People that were just hanging out here were all rounded up as well.
It didn't matter Latino.
Didn't matter what color you are. They were scooping people up.
But it was Black and Latino. What time was this?
This was close to 10:30 perhaps.
At night?
At night.
So you were out here in the darkness doing with all this happening?
Yes. We were in the back of a moving truck.
Were there seats in there?
No. It's like the trucks that you use to load your furniture in. It was a budget renter truck.
So you had to stand up to get there?
Well, some people were able to sit down, but most of us stood up because...
This is like a sting operation. And the whole time they are harassing taxpaying citizens. This is just beyond sad. This administration is whack. It's whack. Messing with people's health care.
There were, it was too many people for everybody to try and sit down.
What were you holding on to?
Each other.
Were you rumbling around in the back of the truck? Anybody falling over?
We managed to maintain, because with the amount of people that we had in the truck, if somebody was about to fall, you've got enough people to break that fall.
How many people?
I'd say we had about 40 or more people in that truck.
What the hell?
They had the word ICE on their back, so I knew who they were.
This reminds me of slave patrols.
Understand, I heard about ICE and this immigration thing, but you could look at me and see that I'm black. I don't care if you were black, if you were dark-skinned, light-skinned, they were just scooping people up, period.
You think they were doing that to people they think didn't have the resources to fight back?
That I couldn't say. I never thought for one moment that what happened could have happened to me. I don't fit what they're looking for. So why would I have anything to worry?
So when you got to the facility, you didn't have your backpack in the back of the truck, right?
They took the backpack and they took my phone. I wanted to record what was going on when they first grabbed me, and that's when they took my phone. Before they let us go, they were holding up like your phone and stuff and asking, whose phone is this? They only did that as we were about to exit the facility. No paperwork. All they said is, okay, you can go.
You get there with all of these people. They take you inside the facility. What happened?
We were in like a large room, extremely large room. We had a toilet, we had a sink.
One for everybody in there. How many people?
There could have been like 60 or more people in there.
So whatever business you needed to do had to be done in the open.
Yeah. Now, I have been at Cook County Jail before. It was similar, but it was worse.
If you're not from Chicago, you don't know about Cook County. That's
no.
If it's worse in Cook County, that's bad.
It's like a stainless steel toilet.
Yeah.
There was a sink directly next to it. If you needed to sit down on the toilet, there was no seat. You had to sit on the rim.
Did they give you any water, food, anything?
No.
And so they take you, they put you in this holding cell.
And they held us, I'd say, a good 8 hours. The ordeal started at 10:30. I saw a clock as I was leaving, and the clock was at about 8:15. I understand, I heard about ICE and this immigration thing, but you could look at me and see that I'm black. I don't care if you were black, if you were dark-skinned, light-skinned. We had to find our own way home, and I had to walk to the metro station.
Did they let other people out with you?
They let other people out, and they didn't give us no kind of paperwork. They were just saying, okay, you can go, you can go, you can go. I think the whole thing is crazy. I think things are going to get worse before they get better. I think that the goal is to create chaos and eventually provoke a civil war. I feel sorry for the military people who are caught up in this. They didn't sign. I don't think they signed up.
I agree. Trying to provoke a civil war. Trying to insert or induce martial law.
For this National Guard, from what I understand, they typically deal with, like, when we have hurricanes, some kind of natural disaster. I don't think they signed up for that.
How did it make you feel to just be taken without any warrants, no due process?
It makes me feel scared because I'm wondering, where are we headed? Even with the court system, President Trump, he done totally took over the judicial system. They're supposed to be separate from the executive. He's bullied them into giving them everything he wants.
Does it make you angry?
Yeah, it makes me very angry. I just wish there's more that I could do, get enough people together, get something somewhere that's gonna make a difference, put a stop to it.
Do you feel like you were treated like a man?
No, they herd us up like animals.
What do you want the people who are watching this and they support what they're doing to know?
Come here and see for yourself, or let them come to your state, your city, your neighborhood, and do to your area what they're doing here to us. Some of the people, there was a guy I saw on TV when they were filming the protests about ICE being in Broadview, talking about, yeah, I'm all for it. I applaud what Trump is doing. When I heard him make that statement, yeah, you want it because it's not your area, it's not your neighborhood, your city that's being invaded. We had to find our own way home, and I had to.
That's what I got to say to Alba. Yeah. This is just so sad.
Where I think this is, this is going to start happening in more places across the country.
Any Democratic state.
You got a Democratic governor, a Democratic mayor.
We, as Democrats, we're being targeted.
What would you say to Donald Trump? What do you want him to know?
Ain't nothing I can say to that man. There's nothing I can say to him. The main thing that I do at this point moving forward, I keep praying every day for God to step in or show us he's got it in control. That's what I want to see.
But the Lord helps those who help themselves, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to take any legal action?
Yeah. I've been calling around. They said they don't mind going against the city. They don't mind suing Chicago, but when you talk about suing the federal government, they're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
They're afraid, even though they didn't say this, but seeing how Trump has been acting, some of these law firms don't want to touch it because if you touch it, they're afraid that he's going to come after their firm like he's done others.
You going to be all right?
Yeah, I'm going to be all right.
Thank you for telling us your story.
Okay.
How old are you?
66.
66. How's your health?
My health is fairly good.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think this is, this is going to start happening.
I'm glad he asked him how was his health. Because I don't want nothing to happen to this man. Right. To go against the federal government, you know how much lawsuits are? Yep, and no amount of money can help get your balance. Yep, after trauma. That is so true. Let me stop tearing up these David C's. They good. All right. But I think that if we just put ourselves in these people's shoes, we will understand that all of these actions are very inhumane. That our fellow man have to go through. Just getting berated. They're doing anything they want to do with your person without really getting any proper answers first. And all because our government is backing it or saying that it's okay. This shit is weird and it's whack. But I have one more video that I want to show you guys. And I have one more video. Well, Instagram video. And then we're going to get into the Braxtons, the whole Braxton situation. And we're going to ask you guys, I'm going to get the consensus. Do y'all really think that Tamar and the whole Braxtons are using ASHLEE Braxton and her sister for a storyline? Because I heard, not that I heard, but I did my research and I seen that they don't want to talk about ASHLEE Braxton for real. Well, this is what Lauren ASHLEE said. And Lauren is the daughter of Michael Braxton, who passed away, that they do not really like to discuss too much about. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to slow walk it. And I'm going to get a lot of answers from you guys, because this can affect, SA abuse could affect anyone. But let's take a look into this, you guys. Let's take a listen to this. It says a Massachusetts couple, Lydia and Heath Marvin, say their foster license was revoked after they declined to sign the state policy requiring foster parents to affirm and support a child's LGBTQIA plus identity, including using their chosen names and pronouns. Meaning, let me put that in urban terms. If a child 18 or younger is under your roof, I know in the Massachusetts region, I'm sure it's in a few other states, but meaning if you preside or are a foster parent of a child, and I'm sure this is seeping into biological children as well, if you are a foster parent and you do not affirm or choose to abide by your child's newly found pronouns, your foster license will be revoked. That's what I'm reading. It says the Department of Children and Families, DCF, policy states that foster parents must accept a child's assertion of their LGBTQIA identity, address children by their names and pronouns, he, she, they, them, and support gender neutral practices regarding clothes and appearance. Meaning, if your child is living under your roof and you're a foster parent and they want to wear a dress and they're 15 or 12, 9 or 3, unless you want your foster license revoked, you have to let that child wear that tutu. My Lord, good God Almighty. It says officials argue the rule is meant to ensure emotional safety and inclusion for children in foster care. The Marvins, who have fostered 8 children under the age of 4, said their Christian faith prohibits and prevents them from affirming gender identities that conflict with their beliefs. Our faith drives us to care for the fatherless, they said, but we can't sign something that goes against our convictions. The couple's case has reignited debate over whether to draw the line between religious freedom and non-discriminatory foster system. Advocates say affirming a child's gender identity is critical and crucial for mental health and safety, while critics argue the state's approach excludes loving families who could otherwise provide stable homes. Massachusetts officials maintain that protecting vulnerable children's identities is a non-negotiable. The Marvins are reportedly exploring legal options. Let me come back to the people and let me hear what y'all got to say. And I'm going to let y'all hear the video. Why do we allow kids to choose what they want? I mean, the only time I could choose what I wanted to be was on Halloween. And that was damn near seasonal because my peoples didn't play that shit. You feel me? Hell, you want a sheep over you? You want to be ghost for Halloween? But this, it's a lot. It's something new. It's something what I'm trying to say. Groundbreaking, if you will. Ooh. This agenda is really big chunky. She said an ex-scissor sister. Is that you, VS? Because you know VS said she no longer do that. I'm just playing, Chucky. Put them with like-minded family. That's all. A lot of same-sex households are out here. Again, don't force it either way. That's what they said towards the end. But getting a foster license revoked, that's a lot. Right, I'm jealous. They think it's a fad, or they follow what the crowd is doing. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this video really quick. Yeah, chunky hell. Yeah, the first ever Halloween costume, I was like 6, right? I said I want me a Halloween costume. Yeah, I did. Mama said, all right, I got you. All right, we're going to get you a Halloween costume. Whole time Halloween came around, She put that damn sheet on it, cut them eyes out real good. I said, Lord. Drew that face on that bitch and gave me a pillowcase. I said, man. So that's the only time that I got to choose what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And here at Cultivate Enterprises, we foster a children's imagination, because imaginations are beautiful and they should be cultivated and fostered healthily. How you say the damn word? In a healthy manner. Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, These barbecue jumbo seasons hitting. Let's listen to it though.
It really drives us toward that. Like it, James says, true undefiled religion is to care for the fatherless.
The Woburn couple reconfigured their home to care for 8 foster children, including a baby with complex medical needs, for 15 months.
Every night for 15 months, we were up at least three times.
Yeah. That's in addition to their own 3 kids. And they were ready to keep going until Massachusetts Department of Children and Families pulled their license last spring.
Now that it seems like there's no path forward.
We certainly thought we would have young children in our home.
It sound empty in that motherfucker. Lord, God forgive me. It look empty. And let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like foster parents don't get that payout for being foster parents. No offense. I'm not saying they doing it and that's what's influencing them to be foster parents. I'm just saying, to go from one thing to another, it's a drastic change. Maria said, when I worked at a hospital, my funds were kind of low during Halloween. So I got scrubs and a stethoscope from work, and my baby was a doctor. Yay! I know he had a good old time being a doctor for Halloween. See, it's called improvising. You improvise for your baby, so your baby could be happy. That's all that matters. But this, conforming, because society tells you to, you go for what you know and you stand by what you know is right for your child. That's all I'm saying. If you feel like fostering your child and fostering your child to be what they feel in that moment, then so be it. So that's your household. That's your room.
How long we didn't know, but we were.
You have to face the consequences of that child.
We're not done having.
Of that child's well-being, the lack thereof, the confusion of that well-being or the lack thereof, or the progress. So I'm not saying it will play a drastic or a negative impact. I'm just saying it's about what you believe is necessary and what works for your household.
Having young children in our home.
The heart of the issue, the Marvins refused to sign DCF's LGBTQIA+ non-discrimination policy, which states a foster family must accept a child's assertion of their LGBTQIA+ identity, address children by their names and pronouns, and support gender-neutral practices regarding clothes and physical appearance.
We had asked, is there any sort of accommodation? Can you waive this at all? We will absolutely love and support and care for any child in our home, but we simply can't agree to go against our Christian faith in this area. And we're ultimately told, no, you must sign the form as is, or else you will be delicensed.
The Marvins are still considering their options, but 2 other Massachusetts Christian foster families filed a federal lawsuit against DCF in September, represented by the Massachusetts Family Institute and national group Alliance Defending Freedom.
So there's a speech component and also a religious liberty component to the lawsuit.
Just last week, the Trump administration sent Mass DCF a letter. It mentions the Marvins directly and says, quote, "These policies and developments are deeply troubling, clearly contrary to the purpose of child welfare programs and in direct violation of First Amendment protections." But LGBTQ+ advocates argue the non-discrimination policy is for kids. Massachusetts foster parents also receive a monthly stipend.
Like the state has an obligation to children. to make sure that they're safe and well protected. And like foster parents, they're not parents, right? Foster parents are temporary. They're supposed to be there. There's a stopgap to try to make sure children can go safely back to their families of origin.
Data collection by Mass DCF is poor, according to a report by the Massachusetts Commission on LGBTQ Youth. But the report suggests roughly 30% of Mass foster children could identify as LGBTQ, like the data collected in Los Angeles and New York.
I need to clean this off a little bit, but...
The Marvins have not cared for any kids over the age of 4 and say DCF has been flexible about placements in the past. That's why they're hoping for a conversation.
Well, what if you had a kid whose views about their own gender did not align with your religious beliefs? What would you guys do?
We would love and care and support any child. But if there was an issue where we knew that we would have a different position than DCF, we would just be open and talk to them about it.
In Woburn, Louisa Moeller, WBZ News. And national group Alliance Defending Freedom.
So there's a speech component and also a religious liberty component to the lawsuit.
Just last week, the Trump administration...
Oh, Lord. I want to see something. Y'all wasn't supposed to go to that one? Yeah. I'm trying to see. Is this really a blue state, mostly? Not just a blue state, or is it a red state? But from my understanding, being in some places, because not in every place, but overall, it's kind of liberal. Well, the places I associate myself with. Yeah, so it's a blue state. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's very liberal, but in some places, it is very conservative. So, that's my thing. They could have just signed that damn paper and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't want to compromise or be legally binded to anything. I'm eating seeds, David, sunflower seeds.
DCF a letter. It mentions the Marvins directly and says, quote, "These policies and developments are deeply troubling, clearly contrary to the purpose of child welfare programs and in direct violation of First Amendment protections." But LGBTQ plus advocates argue the non-discrimination policy is for kids. Massachusetts foster parents also receive a monthly stipend.
Like the state has an obligation to children.
Look, I don't mean no harm. She up there looking like Ellen DeGeneres and shit. She's like, fuck that. Fuck are you talking about? These kids will not be forced to do what they don't want. And they come first. This bitch is looking like Ellen DeGeneres up here and shit. Mad as fuck. Okay. Listen, ma'am. I feel like this. Kids should grow up with a healthy household that nurtures every decision that they want to dibble and dabble in, but let's not get it twisted and let's not nurture delusion. Not saying people's feelings are delusion. I'm just saying let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted here. But them people, I think them parents, they went to the news because they mad as shit. They damn stipend, they monthly stipends done dried up and shit.
To make sure that they're safe and well protected. And like foster parents, they're not parents, right? Foster parents are temporary. They're supposed to be.
You see how she undermining what foster parents do? They're not biological parents.
There's a stopgap to try to make sure children can go safely back to their families of origin.
Data collection by Mass DCF is poor, according to a report by the Massachusetts Commission on LGBTQ Youth. But the report suggests roughly 30% of Mass foster children could identify as LGBTQ, like the data collected in Los Angeles and New York.
I need to clean this off a little bit, but...
The Marvins have not cared for any kids over the age of 4 and say DCF has been flexible about placements in the past. That's why they're hoping for a conversation.
Well, what if you had a kid whose views about their own gender did not align with your religious beliefs? What would you guys do?
We would love and care and support any child.
That answer was real generic. And rehearse. Right. I ain't gonna lie, Maria. She do.
But if there was an issue where we knew that we would have a different position than DCF, we would just be open and talk to them about it.
In Woburn.
I'm in between.
Speak about domestic violence. I want to speak about domestic abuse. I want to speak about abandonment. I want to speak about, people not believing you. I still want to.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
Talk.
This is ASHLEE. ASHLEE Braxton. And she just talks a little bit how the family is covering up some stuff and how she doesn't really feel like it's a safe space to go within her family. And I think it's more than just that she was abused by Gabe, allegedly. And that was, if I'm not mistaken, Serena's boyfriend, one of her aunt's boyfriend. She tells the story how at 16 years of age, I'm actually going to review that video. She went to visit her aunt, and the aunt found some kind of inappropriate text messages between her and the uncle, and that's what prompted everything. But a lot of people are speculating that she's been getting cease and desist from her brother, her father, who just so happens to be the Braxton, who happens to be a brother of the Braxtons, Tony Braxton, you know.
Talk about these on the stage. I also just feel like I want to avenge my sister's passing, and just I felt so bad the way everything played out with her and her death. The fact that first somebody said that she passed away from a heart condition, complete lie. My sister passed away from drug use. we all know that my sister was doing drugs. But there was a reason why she was doing drugs. And so the fact that no one was able to look at this girl and have,
which was a trauma response. And I don't care what nobody said. I think both of them were both abused by their father, allegedly by Michael Braxton. And she is now being silenced. She was forced to move out of the country. And I don't know if Tamar thought by bringing her on her podcast, this would kind to break the mold or get them to be receptive to have this conversation with her. But I feel so bad for this young lady, although she's in her 30s. I think this needs to be highlighted more. That's what I'm saying to her. Yes, let's get it.
compassion for her and understand why she was doing. I just felt like my sister's death was just so meh. Nobody cares. It's better to let her rest in peace than to look in the mirror and understand how she got there or why she got there. And I'm a contributing part to all of it. I've already said that I wasn't there for her. I wasn't speaking to her before she passed away. I've had to deal with that. I've had to face it. I've had to confront it. I've had to do my own therapy to forgive with my father. Like, I'm still not allowed to talk about it. And it's just not a part of my life anymore. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say what happened to me. It's not a lie. I don't want to hold on or carry someone else's weight that I've been carrying on my back, that I've had to go to therapy for to learn how to release. And now I don't want it on me anymore. I don't want to continue it. It's so heavy. Everyone's load.
Because her father keeps trying to shut her up, and she just said that her father, something about her father, I didn't hear it all, but she just said something about
speak about domestic violence. I want to speak about domestic abuse.
And shout out to all the survivors out there. I believe it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, if I'm not mistaken. Is it domestic violence? I believe it is. Hold on. Is it domestic? Yeah, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Shout out to all the domestic violence survivors.
I want to speak about abandonment. I want to speak about, you know, people not believing you. I still want to talk about these on the stage. I also just feel like I want to avenge my sister's passing, and just, I felt so bad the way everything played out with her and her death. The fact that first somebody said that she passed away from a heart condition, complete lie. My sister passed away from drug use. we all know that my sister was doing drugs. But there was a reason why she was doing drugs. And so the fact that no one was able to like look at this girl and have compassion for her and understand why she was doing, I just felt like my sister's death was just so like, man, nobody cares. It's better to let her rest in peace than to look in the mirror and understand how she got there or why she got there. And I'm a contributing part to all of it. I've already said that I wasn't there for her. I wasn't speaking to her before she passed away. I've had to deal with that. I've had to face it. I've had to confront it. I've had to do my own therapy to forgive with my father. Like, I'm still not allowed to talk about it. And it's just not a part of my life anymore. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say what happened to me. It's not a lie. I don't want to hold on or carry someone else's weight that I've been carrying on my back, that I've had to go to therapy for to learn how to release. And now I don't want it on me anymore. I don't want to continue it. It's so heavy. Everyone's load. I don't want anything from anybody from all of this. I'm not looking for an apology. I'm not looking for like, let's make it better. It has nothing to do with me anymore. It's not my battle anymore, but it's also not my secret anymore. It's just not my secret to hold. I'm very happy that Tamar is supporting me and that I get to speak about domestic.
And that's what brings us to, y'all want to have a watch party? Forget that Katt Williams brother and his grift. He ain't doing nothing but grifting. Y'all want to watch Bankroll Williams? That's what he going by. His name is Bankroll Williams. That's what he calls us. Bankroll Williams. And let me see. Hold on. Y'all want to have a watch party? Now we can watch the Bankroll interview. Hold on, let me show y'all. Or we could watch this. We could watch this one. Bankroll Williams break his silence, or we could watch the new episode of the Braxtons. The season 2, episode 1, if you haven't seen it already. This, what y'all want to do? Hey, Rose T, welcome to the party. How you doing? Wait a minute. I should have. I feel like this. Personally, I feel like she had inappropriate, after you've been abused. Chunky, this is Chunky. I'm responding to you because you said, I thought it was the brother. Katt brother. Katt brother. Who you talking about? Rose T? What you talking about? And then Trina not protecting her daughter with some, oh, they're not here to defend themselves. Not here to defend themselves. First off, you always side with a victim first. You don't do no shit like that. All right, so I'm gonna say. We're gonna have to go. Excuse me, y'all. I love me some David Seeds. I've been eating David Seeds since I was 2 years old. Yes, I was. I was popping them bitches at 2. But, all right, let me see. What y'all say in the chat? Oh, thank you, Rose T, because I was confused. No, I ain't drinking. Oh, okay. That was a slow moment. I had a slow moment. I feel. Okay, let me finish that answer, Chunky. I feel as though the father did something sinister to her, which caused her to be some type of hypersexual, and which ultimately led to her entertaining a conversation with that gay dude that happened to be inappropriate. Because I heard her video of her express what actually happened, and she said it was text message of him, being inappropriate. She was 16 at the time. So, yeah, that's what I feel like. Two things can be right at the same time. So, I like the original, but only if they don't got the ranch or if they don't got the barbecue. I'll put the seeds down on the side of your mouth. Just my tongue a little bit. No, right, because she's being silenced. Oh, yes, that's what I just said earlier, Rose T. The father is indeed silencing her and scaring her, threatening her, silencing her. And that's why I think something sinister happened to them girls. I do. And then the mama done left. So come on, let's have a little watch party. Fuck what's her name? Bankroll Bone. That Negro. He up there grifting. Grifting on a memory. Ooh, there's no place he'd rather be than a cat's booty. Oh, hell no. Wait a minute. I ain't trying to get no copyright. Wait a minute. We researching, y'all. We researching. Let me put this up right quick. We research. Let's get it. Let me stop here. She said my business. She spoke and said my business. If you were trying to help that girl, it wouldn't be about a business. It would have been like trying to stop my initiative to get her word out. Was you doing it because you seen yourself in her? Or was you doing it to get numbers out of the situation? Because I know I did a deep dive that Tamar was abused by her brother. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Oh, so yeah, let's get into it. Lord, they be doing a lot. Now my thing freezing, why? Oh Lord. Oh Lord, why? Lord. That's how I get.
Difference between me and Ashley is that I went to my family for help, and they told me to wait. Here. Me too. Ashley, give me the tea, girl. I can't wait.
10 years.
It's been 10 years since you've been here? It's not been 10 years.
5 years since I've been here, but 10 years since I've been over there.
Yeah.
But Europe is the place to be.
So what's popping in Spain?
Spain is really good. I'm really happy. Work has been really good. I'm very happy. A lot of commercials, a lot of work, a lot of acting.
She is
That's
beautiful.
great.
I just feel like
Just like
that's my
Lauren.
home.
Hello, Margarita. So you being here, cheers.
Oh, it's kind of good.
You better.
Y'all ain't gonna copyright me. No. Whoa, wait a minute. Nope, did she up there with her bald-headed ass? Nope. It ain't about y'all.
So when you look at it like that, and when that is kind of sitting at you in your face, you have nothing.
Birth youngest sister since her sister. Have you thought about moving back? You're not moving back?
No, I don't think so.
I have not seen Ashley since her sister's funeral. And I was not getting ready to see Ashley at hers. Lauren is Ashley's youngest sister. I don't really know the story. I'm not gonna lie. I just know she was at her girlfriend's house and they were like having birthday fun and something was left.
I could have been Lauren, you know? So when you look at it like that, and when that is kind of sitting at you in your face, you have nothing else to do but to go heal. And all the way. And I had to take care of it now.
Yeah. I flew her here all the way from Spain so she knew that somebody cared about her. That's it.
Trina, I have a question to ask you.
Is it a sit-down question?
Yes.
Okay, let's sit down.
We never really talked about it. So with all this stuff that's been happening online and all that stuff, how do you feel? Like, how is your spirit? How do you feel?
There you go. Hold on. Look, it said Tony Braxton's 24-year-old niece, Lauren, caused the death of him. It says Tony Braxton's niece, Lauren Braxton, caused the death has been disclosed. Maryland's Office of Chief Medical Examiner tells people Lauren died, unfortunately, of a heroin overdose and fentanyl intoxication. Lauren, who was the daughter of Tony's youngest brother, Michael Conrad Braxton Jr., died on April 29th in Maryland. She was 24. God rest her soul. So, obviously, like I said earlier, that's a trauma response. To be doing drugs like that, that's a trauma response.
Can you tell us how you saw Tamar's announcement that Ashley would be sharing her story on Tamar's new podcast? How did that make you feel?
Firstly, we're delving into this a lot more than I care to. I'm going to start there.
about the platform that asks all this stuff that's been happening online and all that stuff. How do you feel? Like, how is your spirit? How do you feel about the platform that ASHLEE is being given?
Can you tell us how you saw Tamar's announcement that ASHLEE would be sharing her story on Tamar's new podcast? How did that make you feel?
Firstly, we're delving into this a lot more than I care to. I'm going to start there.
What is your objective? What in your prayer? What would you like to accomplish?
I want answers, everything, now. I'm working on it, boss.
So what do you guys feel? We put up this banner. Oh, that came back quick. Okay, hold on.
He is being...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I can't take anything away from anybody else's pain. I'm not here to victimize a victim.
You're a victim too, though.
In a different way, but definitely.
You're a victim too.
Yes. Yes.
You're a victim.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she moved out of the country, so it wasn't that anybody ostracized her.
My number hasn't changed, but yours has.
It was an unfortunate situation that occurred. I wish that ASHLEE could have reached out to Trina by herself or outside of social media, because social media can be an ugly monster.
Because you blocked her, bitch. Excuse me, Lord. She said my number hasn't changed. ASHLEE said you blocked her. That's one. And two, why you didn't check in on this damn poor girl? And then she had the nerve to say, oh, she not here to defend herself. Damn, this family is full of pedo protectors, if you ask me. She ain't want her to say this. Look. She ain't want her to say that. Oh, it ain't even showing.
You were underage and something in that sort of manner happened in terms of that sort of word of, and I feel like I have to be careful with what I'm saying here because I don't want to be banned from talking about these situations, but also we kind of have to talk about it.
Hey Lexi, how can I finance a pool?
I found 2 million results related to financing a pool.
I'm also not very good at storytelling, and I'm new to all this, and I'm also trying to get ready at the same time and tell a story. And I feel like the story is quite complicated and detailed, so like bear with me here. But yeah, so one of my aunts does not talk to me because I guess she felt like I did something with her partner at that time. And nothing happened, but I'm gonna try to tell the story quickly and also not name any names. And so I was with this aunt for the summer with my sister, and I can't remember how much time had passed since we were there in the summer for a little bit of time to when we got home. And when I think it was my stepmother was going through my phone and she found this conversation, this sort of conversation. And
Rosie, okay, hold on. I thought you said in Stormy's chat that black people were always crying. Bob said, nope, it was a different one. See, Chunky, this is a new version. This is Braxton's. Well, the Braxtons, not Braxton Family Values. Because obviously, with all this newfound information, Braxton, no family values. Braxton, no family values. Ain't no more. But I hate that people who have something to do, or not so much have something to do, or have something to say about how people choose to heal or live out their experiences.
She showed it to my dad, and my dad called that aunt, and we spoke about it, and we talked about it a little bit. And I remember just a lot of emotions, it was a lot going on. I was 16 at the time, and I'm 32 now. I had to think about that. I'm 32 now. And so, oh my God, it's been 16 years. This is wild. Anyway, okay. So yeah, my aunt was there for me. She was very kind and very nice. And was like, I'm so sorry that this happened to you, blah, 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 blah. And not blah, 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 but she was very kind, and it just felt like safe, you know? But then as the years had gone by, it's like that mood and that assumption that I didn't do anything because I was a child was not that assumption anymore. And it boggles my mind because it was like, wait, but if it happened or if it was true, then that would make him, you know, and like, you're okay with that? Like that's what you would like to hear? And I would just never forget how when I got older, I just realized that I really had to take the time and go back to that part of my life and understand how much feeling of like I didn't matter, that I was unworthy. It just felt like love from my family was just cut off and gone. And you're like, but wait, that guy? And it made it even worse because it was like, wait, this guy that was doing this to you on TV?
So she's saying, initially, you were on my side, but it was a change of heart. So once the change of heart came, well, where did the change of heart come from in the first place? Because I know after Ayanla fixed my life, I know Ayanla didn't tell you to operate like that, train. So it's just looking like a whole bunch of family secrets trying to be covered up at the expense of Anissa's mental health and her overall health.
And like, it's kind of in cohorts in the same spirit of what was happening. Not in the same cohorts in the same spirit, but like, you know?
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
It's so painful. And I know that the ladies, the men, everybody who has experienced this sort of feeling when your family doesn't believe you, or when you're at an age where you shouldn't have been put in that situation to have to navigate it. And however you navigate it was however you navigated it. And this is what I learned in therapy is like how I navigated it and how I dealt with it was how I dealt with it. But the most important thing to understand is that I never should have been put in that spot in the first place.
Right.
And I think that's the devastating part, is that you realize that you didn't ask for that. You know, I did not ask for that.
No. No, she did not. She didn't ask for that. So this whole, and she's doubling down on it. Trina, if you don't have the words to say, don't say them at all, boo-boo. Don't say them at all.
That you can never put a time limit on someone's feelings, their emotions, or even their version of what the truth may be to them. But I do wish that the people that were spoken about were able to tell their own version of their story, of their truth, because they're no longer with us.
Yeah, because it did.
And that's not always fair. It's not always fair. And people have to talk about things when they're ready to talk about them. And yes, you guys are loud, Caleb.
You're loud as hell out there.
But I can't keep it for real 100% regarding anybody's feelings. I said what I said.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's entitled, and
TCAN, I'm a Braxton follower, period. They shouldn't watch y'all if they want to hate or be negative. Well, you know what? But even in that vein, people have a right to their opinion.
sometimes people watch just so they can.
Huh? What?
For you. Are you? At the end of the day, it's not really about what somebody did.
Exactly.
But how can I help other people if I don't share what I've gone through?
Yeah.
So
there was a lot going on the internet. It was everywhere, and it was messy. Having ASHLEE be on my podcast, it's not a messy move for me. I had Trina on there, and so having my niece is only my interpretation of giving her a voice and having her come to a safe place, not to be messy against my family.
I know what it looks like to everybody else, but I want to assure you that for me, my attraction was your healing and the work that you're doing.
I appreciate you.
For yourself. No, I'm serious. Don't cry. But you can cry, but it's just nice to know.
It is.
That somebody understands. I wish I had a family member to understand where I was going.
What you call it? Is it weird? Let me ask y'all this. Is it weird that she don't call her Auntie Tamar? She call her Tamar. See, I grew up out there. I'm a little piece of old school, just a tad tiny little piece of it. And if you my auntie, even if you're on my daddy's side, because you know how it be when you're on your daddy's side, your mama's side always come first. But as you know, neither here nor there. But I'm always call my auntie. But it depends on how you was raised. And did that look that she gave old Tay-Tay? She ain't believe that shit. Look at her. She looking like, she like, I'm not sure if I believe that. You know, it was, that. Not sure if I believe that look. See, you peep game.
Don't cry. But you can cry, but it's just nice to know.
It is.
That somebody understands. I wish I had a family member to understand where I was going through. Well, you know, I'm the outcast.
That's it.
And
Is 15 years close in age for Auntie for you? What you think, Rose T? Because she said she was 32. Tamar, what, 48? Yeah, Tamar, what, like 48? Let me see. Tamar age. Let me see. 46. I don't know. Let me see. I just think it's a testament of how close to 48. Okay, so it's a 16-year age gap.
And sometimes you get stuck into the outcast, I guess, realm of it all.
I really think that should have been a conversation of a reach out of, hey, I need to talk to you because this has been on my heart, this has been on my spirit, and I need to talk to you about it. Because I do remember that all went on tour together. We saw each other all the time. We talked to each other all the time. And I'm not making this always about me. No, I definitely don't look at it that way.
How am I supposed to compartmentalize it? Because that's not something I have an answer to right now.
No, I just think that is a timing thing.
I prayed about it. I thought about it. I was like, there are certain things that I don't think is for public consumption. There are certain things that a family needs to work out before we invite other people, because I don't think healing should unfold before the masses. True healing shouldn't be for other people to judge the situation except for the people that are in it. After all this stuff happened again, here it goes again, because Trina's trying to hide her emotions. She's trying to hide her feelings. Trina doesn't see. Here I go.
But it's okay. Trina, it's been a lot in this.
I feel like this. You can't tell people how to heal. You can't tell them how to heal. And at the end of the day, it's a liberating feeling when you're able to unburden yourself and say, hey, I survived and lived this obstacle that was burdening me, that was hurting my spirit. And Trina should take herself out of it, okay? Okay, she needs to take herself out of the situation. She absolutely does, and it's not about you anymore. You're not bigger than the program. And the program is always about the people, about the community, about the overall well-being of an individual who is facing a hardship. So, Train, come on now, boo-boo. Chunky said 15 years is a big age gap to put aunt in front, but maybe Tamar didn't act like an aunt and they had more of a friendly relationship. Right, Chunky? This is what I'm saying. It should have been a family meeting off camera, not a podcast. I agree with that, Angela. But when you don't feel like everyone is supporting you, and mind you, she said this 9 months ago. She delayed the ASHLEE said that's about the time when she didn't even know she was going to be on Braxton Family Values. She just knew that she was going to be on a podcast. And listen, I feel like this. If you're not getting answers and it's the only way you feel like liberating yourself or getting something off your chest, because I think it's a double-edged sword. It's along with her father abandoning her and with Gabe, the whole Gabe situation. It's a double whammy. Normally I would agree, but it looks like this family likes to sweep stuff under the rug. They basically told Tamar nothing happened to her. Glasses and right. And I think this is enough right here. We're going to go to this video I seen. Let me see if I can find it. And they broke it down beautifully. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, this one. This was beautifully done. Shout out to Lakeisha. Shout out to her. Let's get it.
To say Braxton Family Values, because they have some values that nobody on the face of this earth could ever want. Now, I'm not saying they are a perfect family, but they are in fact a fractured family, and a lot of families have a lot of issues, but I am like just about over their issues. But let's kind of get into what their niece is now saying. And when I say niece, this is their brother, who we don't see very much of, Michael, his daughter. And guys, I wanted to break this video down for you, but she tells this story so great that I cannot break it down, because I'm sure I'm going to miss just the way she explains it, because she explains this perfectly. And the fact of the matter is, this is another nasty secret that they have in their family. And I feel like if they're going to do a reality show, that they talk about the real issues, because they are not the only family in America to experience what their niece is saying she experienced. But it gets more crazy when, as a family member, you are separated because you say you were violated because of something that happened with your, or could have happened or tried to happen with your aunt's husband. And then now you're threw in the garbage. You can't, and when I say threw in the garbage, I'm not physically saying threw in the garbage, but basically they seem as if they don't want to have anything to do with her. And when I say seem, if people not reaching out to you, they're not checking on you, you kind of know how that goes. And then for her own father to come out and basically tell her she gonna get sued if she tells about her own story, this is so nasty and disgusting. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it play, and then I'll come back on here and we'll do the commentary piece on each portion, because it's just so much information and I just don't want you guys to miss.
We gave a little disclaimer at the beginning. Rest in peace to disclaimer. Rest in peace to disclaimer. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. We lost another one on the old Soul Titans, and then just 6 months approximately after his babe, the mother of his child, got into an awful wreck. I just think it's just so sad. He fought a battle with pancreatic cancer. So sorry he had succumbed to that deadly disease. But my prayers goes out to his family. So that's all I could do. I could extend my gratitude and my prayers to him. But yeah. And yeah. I know Chunky, right? Disclaimer. Lord, I ain't finna fool with y'all. I don't know where my mind be. Excuse me, Lord. Help me, please.
Any of it. So let's jump into this. Hey guys, before we get into the video, as I always say, there are 3 ways.
Whoa, man, amazing. Like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up. Hit the Cash App for your boy. Share it. Tell a friend that the Kultivators about to begin. And that is the dissection of the century. How family secrets can kill. Is this another LaToya scheme? Or is this just some real stuff?
Her partner at the time. And I have been a nervous wreck to talk about something like this and to tell this story. A, because of my family. A, because I don't want people...
person grown men are doing. And what she stated was, when this occurred, that her aunt made it seem as if it was okay and she was innocent, and then she wasn't the person to blame. But she said as she got older, it seemed like what had happened is she was blamed for what this grown man had done. And let's be clear, guys, we really believe that it is Trina's husband, because as you guys will see later in the video, her and Tamar talks. I know her and Tawanda talks because I was able to go to her page and I saw pictures of her and Tawanda. If you guys recall, she said this person stopped talking to her. We know it was not Tracy's husband. We know it wasn't him because they would have been threw him under the bus. It had to be Trina's husband. So she goes on to say, if, blaming her, then what about the adult, which makes him some kind of pedo? And if you guys remember, Trina's husband was a hot mess. Rest in peace to Gay, but he was a hot mess. She also, ASHLEE, which is the niece who is telling the story, ASHLEE goes on to say he was clowning you. She didn't use those words, but what she said is, girl, he was clowning you on TV, which is the same spirit he used when he was trying to, whatever he was trying to do with ASHLEE, ASHLEE has never really stated. But think about it. This girl left the country. She's out. She started off in Paris, and now she's in Europe by herself. Keep in mind her sister, because it's her and her sister. If you guys recall, the Braxtons said their niece passed away. This was ASHLEE's sister, which was their brother's daughter. Okay, y'all follow me? So let's get into the next piece, y'all, which is, it just really broke my heart and really wanted me to just, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be a better person, because you never know what somebody is going through. And imagine having a family member that has went through this, and you all decide to gang up against her and say, well, it's just your problem. And y'all know how some Black people can be. Y'all call everybody fast. Everybody ain't fast. Okay, so just stop it. But let's get into the next piece, y'all. This story is really
recently I saw one of your publication on LinkedIn, and I stayed speechless, because you mentioned that your mom gave up the custody of you and your sister, and she removed her name to your birth certificate. What was it? What happened?
Yeah, when I was younger, my parents were married, and then my parents got a divorce, and then my mom decided to give us up to my dad. And then she took her name off of our birth certificate, and she decided to move on with her life, and she had a whole nother life and kids, and she was, parents were very abusive to each other, and my stepmom was also very abusive to my sister and I as well. Physical, mental, emotional, all of it. But from those two was physical. Well, I mean, it was all the abuse. And then she decided, to be that way with my sister and I. But then there were moments as well where my dad was also physically abusive as well. That's kind of the only memories that I really have with my parents.
Now, hopefully, guys, this format is giving you the full story. I just didn't want to, summarize everything, because it was.
Mind you, this is her father and her sister, Lauren. Lauren is the baby on the right. And ASHLEE is the little baby on the left, or little cutie patooties. And it's unfortunate. This is so unfortunate. And it's complex. It's so many layers, because it's so pushed down and swept under the rug, and it oh goodness. My prayers goes out to ASHLEE, and rest in peace, Lauren.
So much. Now, in this interview, ASHLEE sat down. She did an interview, and she talked about the abuse that she suffered, not only between her biological mom and her dad, which is Michael Braxton, also once he remarried, in the stepmom. So just imagine, every person responsible for providing care to you is either cussing you out or beating you upside your head or something. And I'm not making a joke. I'm just trying to say it, because I mean, this is sad, like very, very sad. But then she says the mom gives up custody to the dad. Okay, that's normal, but she gives up custody and then wants her name removed from the birth certificate, in which she succeeds, because now the mother removes her name from her kid's birth certificate. She gives them to Michael Braxton. She moves on with her life and has a whole nother family with new children. Imagine, thinking about that hurts my soul. So imagine being a person and thinking like, my mama didn't want me, my dad didn't want me, and it doesn't even seem like my relatives want me either. Now we have a glimpse into exactly what happened to his daughter. His daughter is no longer with us, which is Michael Braxton's daughter, which is ASHLEE's sister. So now, guys, the story makes.
So I told you that I was going to keep it real with you on this journey, that you were going to be in it with me, and I'm going to give you all some updates. So first update is that I got a message yesterday from my frangin, and he said to
zip it up tight, don't speak. I know just what you're saying. Don't speak, girl. And that he lawyered up, and that I shan't speak of his name or the household and other things, etc., and that he will take legal action. So I've decided to, again, not use his name, which I've been trying to do with everybody, not use anybody's names, but I'll also speak and say according to my childhood experience. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop, that I'm going to be silenced. Everyone has the right to tell their story, and everyone has the right to say whatever it is that they want to say. So I made a really good YouTube video, kind of just updating y'all about how I've been feeling, because this is just what happens also when you decide to tell your story, that not everybody's going to agree with it. Not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody is going to, cheer you on, and it's a roller coaster. There's going to be moments where it is super awesome and amazing, and then there's just moments where you just don't feel good.
We investigated why some drivers pay half what others do, and we found a system.
Imagine that. Your own father trying to.
Now, guys, I don't know if this can get any worse. She's been now contacted by her father, which is Michael Braxton, to basically say, girl, shut up. Don't you be telling our family whatever. But I am so glad that she has decided to heal her.
If you're feeling generous, then you could donate to the Kultivator right here at $Katt781. A brother trying to get some lunch, some evening lunch. And it'll be greatly appreciated if you donate at this space, Katt781. And yes, she is a strong lady to deal with a lot of such betrayal.
Because he cannot silence her. Now, she can talk about her experiences. She doesn't have to give names, but we all know who her father is. So she can say what her experience was. If she, was physically and mentally abused, she can say that. You can't silence someone because you're afraid of how you may look. And guys, just listening to her, it's bringing everything full circle. With regards to what Tracy suffered. And if you guys are familiar with how, Black households are ran, and I speak on Black households because I'm Black. I don't know anything about other households, but sometimes those generational curses and those family secrets can really be the death of some people. Yes, so I am so glad that ASHLEE is choosing to speak out.
I'm coming to the U.S. I know. And I'm coming to the U.S. January 28th to Atlanta to do Tamar's live podcast show. Now, before anyone says anything.
Thank you all for the donation. It's greatly appreciated. Thank y'all for the cash. Thank you for the sympathy. Y'all making Kaka feel so special. Y'all know y'all is, and I appreciate y'all so very much. Let's go.
Please let it be known and let it be clear that as I am in this journey and in this process, and as I'm healing and trying to understand all of this stuff, that it feels really good to have a family member behind me. Okay? So please, before anyone says anything, let me have that. It's been a really long journey. And it's been a really long journey of not having people behind me. It's been a long journey of people not believing me. It's been a long journey of what do I even say? How do I say it? It's been such a long journey. So no one also owes me anything in this. But the fact that she supported me from the jump, the fact that she, I also just couldn't just leave. I live in Spain. I can't just get up and leave. So she also just made it so accommodating, herself, her team, for me to be there, for me to just have, she told me that I can say whatever it is that I want to say. It is she just supports. And that right there already feels really nice. It's really not anyone's job to be there, but just the fact that she is really cool. And I know that I decided to leave the US. I decided to move across the world. I also just, that's just my personality, who I am. And so it's not easy for everybody to always be there and always be supportive, but just the fact that she's doing this, for me, it's a lot. I appreciate it, and it says so much, and you don't know how much better I feel. Now, this is not a space and place where I'm going to be like talking bad about anybody, because that's nuts. The purpose of all of this in this instance is for me to show people that sometimes life brings you unfortunate circumstances. It can bring you abandonment. It can bring you dealing with abuse and all types and forms of abuse, and still being in a super awesome family. But there could be this trauma that's either generational, or maybe it's passed down to you from your mother's womb, or maybe it's just, learned behavior that you learned from somebody else. It's just a moment. Like, I'm still processing all of it, but in the process, I have to say, I'm like really nervous, but I'm excited, but I'm scared, but I'm just so grateful that I get to share the stage with a family member, that I get to share the stage with my aunt, that I get to like hold her hand. I get to hold her hand if I want to cry, and that is just like a moment for me. And to also just show people that Black girls fucking rock. So I can't with all the crying. Hold on.
Right.
Oh, y'all, this
Black
girl
girls
had me
rock.
actually in tears. Like, this is so sad. But what I wanted to talk about is she is talking about, Tamar had reached out or has reached out to her, which I'm happy, that she's able to talk to a family member. And if you guys remember at the beginning of the beginning of the video, I said that it wasn't Tamar. I said it definitely wasn't Tawanda. We
Thank
know
you
it
all
wasn't
for y'all
Tracy's
donations.
husband, and
It's gonna go. It's
obviously
gonna
it
be
wasn't
allocated properly.
I can't even get it out, Tony. So obviously, I mean, Tamar's reaching out, but Tamar's reaching out for her to do a live podcast in which she's able to talk about her experience. So I just hope she's not going to be exploited either. So I really hope that she's going to be given a safe space. And more importantly, why did it have to come to social media for Tamar to reach out to her? So I don't know what Tamar's excuse is, but I'm happy that she's happy, that she's feeling comfortable, that she has some support. And if you guys can just see how humble and how happy she was, when she spoke about, having somebody there and being able to hold her aunt's hand, all this young lady seemed like she ever wanted was genuine love, and it seems like she just didn't get it. It seems like she just didn't get it, and it seems like the way that she was treated by not only her mama but her father is just, and then a stepmother. Like, how much worse can this get? So she was happy that she was going to be accommodated by Tamar. Obviously, she doesn't live in the country. Like she said, I can't come today or tomorrow, so she's going to be here. I think she said the 20th or the 19th or something like that.
Yeah, that's gutter. That's real gutter. Removing yourself from the birth certificate. Oh, that's gutter. Was Michael fucking with crackheads? I mean, what the fuck was he doing?
And she broke down crying. So, I mean, it's just, sad to, see that it had, come to this. But maybe, it was supposed to work out like this because she was able to, I'm sure, help other people, because nobody should have to live with this in their mind, knowing that this happened and not even be able to address it, because
let me find out Michael was over there on that blade. Let me find out that nigga was on the blade. Y'all know what the blade is. And why my shit black? What's up with my camera? Here go acting stupid again. Can y'all see me testing? Forget it, I ain't even got time for it. I'm in my damn room. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. Wait a minute. Edit avatar. Damn, I got a whole bunch of avatars back here. Look, I got neck booty. I sure do. I got. No, know what I'm saying? You see me, look, wait a minute. Because every time I turn my camera on, it go black. I don't see it. If you're really down, down, down. Let me see. See me? She was on that scroll. On that scroll. Oh, okay. Okay, then you see me. Wait a minute, let me see something. Let me play my brief commercial. Cause why is my shit black? It's alright. I don't give a damn. People, I think we ain't gonna be here too much longer. It's a cool.
Because another person doesn't want to look a certain way, but they want you to live with all of this. And the most frightening part about this is her sister is not even here anymore. So is anybody, when I say anybody, I'm saying her father, why is he not considering her? Being that you just lost a daughter. Like, this is sad, y'all. Keep them in y'all. And as always, guys, please hit the like button. Don't forget to share the video. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be a super supporter, go ahead and...
If you need to make video content but don't want to rely on 1,000 other people, then check out Riverside. First up, you can record people without getting anxiety-induced IBS because your recordings are guaranteed to look and sound great.
Purchase yourself.
Hi, and I am so glad that you got.
Okay, this is the one I want to show y'all. Which one came first? This one. Yeah, 9 months ago. This one. All right, this one. Yeah, Rose T, the Blade, that's where the people, the pimps and prostitutes be. Yay. I wasn't going to say anything. Blade, where I'm from, means. The Blade, if you from the DMV, some people call it the Blade. God damn it. If you from the Blade, if you be up there on the scroll, on the scroll, on the whole scroll. Yeah, but yes, after losing one daughter, you think he'd want to have a better relationship with the other daughter. That part chunky. But he sent a cease and desist to protect whatever little image he has left. But in these images, y'all go over there and subscribe to her images. In these videos, she's expressing herself in such a beautiful and articulate manner where you will get an understanding that she just wants to be free, happy, and what's the word I'm looking for? Not blocked or not fucked with. That's why she moved far, far away.
As a part of my self-help journey, as a part of taking care of myself, taking care of my inner child, taking care of the future me. Nobody will ever run my life anymore. Nobody will ever put their hands on me again. Nobody will ever threaten me of what I can do or what I can't do. Nobody will ever threaten me to be quiet ever again. Why are you no makeup on today? You know, a lot of people have asked, like, why?
Gorgeous.
Why are you doing this? And I had to really think about why I was doing this, why I'm coming out, why I'm speaking.
Here's the why, y'all.
Accepting what happened to me, or noticing what's happened to me, or being able to talk about it. It's this unspoken thing that I'm not allowed to speak about. And even now, as you can see with my father, like, I'm still not allowed to talk about it. And it's just not a part of my life anymore. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say.
She was being silenced and threatened, Rose T. And that's in my heart of hearts. she was in fear of her life. That's why she moved abroad.
What happened to me, it's not a lie. I don't want to hold on or carry someone else's weight that I've been carrying on my back, that I've had to go to therapy for, to learn how to release. And now I don't want it on me anymore. I don't want to continue it. It's so heavy. Everyone's load. And it's not something where I'm blaming people, or I don't want anything from anybody from all of this. I'm not looking for an apology. I'm not looking for like, let's make it better. It has nothing to do with me anymore. It's not my battle anymore, but it's also not my secret anymore. It's not my secret to what people do or what they did. It's just not my secret to hold. I want to encourage other people to get help, and I want to speak about domestic violence. I want to speak about domestic abuse. I want to speak about abandonment. I want to speak about, you know, people not believing you when you say things that other people have done to them. I still want to talk about these on the stage, or create some sort of workshop for people to talk about it and to get through it and to support everybody. After Tamar's podcast, I just want to be done with it. It's not mine anymore. It's not my struggle. It's not my battle. Whatever happens is on you, but I have...
'Cause the battle is not yours. It's the Lord. Yeah, yeah. How it go? There's no sadness that Jesus can't heal, and there's no hurt He cannot heal. For all things work according to the Master's holy will. For the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. Yeah. That's for you, Ashley. And I hope it get to you, baby doll.
Done years of work and therapy to be over it, and I'm over it. I also just feel like I want to avenge my sister's passing, and just, I felt so bad the way everything played out with her.
See, look, she doing this for her sister. She doing this for her sister, and I feel like her sister passed for some unforeseen circumstances. I'ma say this here.
And her death, the fact that first somebody said that she passed away from a heart condition, complete lie. My sister passed away from drug use. You know, we all know that my sister was doing drugs, but there was a reason why she was doing drugs. And so the fact that no one was able to like look at this girl and have compassion for her and understand why she was doing, I just felt like my sister's death was just so like, man, nobody cares. And it's better to let her rest in peace than to look in the mirror and understand how she got there or why she got there. And I'm a contributing part to all of it. I've already said what I've contributed to that in that aspect. I've already said that I wasn't there for her. I wasn't speaking to her before she passed away. I've had to deal with that. I've had to face it. I've had to confront it. I've had to do my own therapy to forgive myself, to just be there for it now, and to be almost like a sister to you guys, or to be a sister to somebody else, where I can be like, hey, it's okay. What happened to you is definitely not your fault. You didn't ask for those things to happen to you, but we have to face it. We have to get through it. But the irony of trying to heal without people being able to look in the mirror and say, yes, I did this, or yes, this happened. It just can't exist in my life anymore. It's too much. It's psychotic in terms of how I like to look at my life in a very realistic way, and not always praised for it. I'm not always liked for it, and that's fine. But I will never keep a secret and carry it on my back so that you can live your life and I have to live in weird misery and pain. It's just not okay for me. So that's why I'm doing it. It's not to put blame upon somebody else. It's not to point the finger and say you. It's just like, no, this is me. I've had to do the therapy. I've had to get the work. I've had to step up and make myself a better person. And as a part of everything that I've gone through, I'm sharing it. But if you are somebody like me and you're carrying other people's secrets and you're holding on to them and you put their secrets in your backpack and you're walking around your life and you're trying to not step on toes to carry other people's secrets, it's not worth it. Tell the truth, tell your story, say it, and be done with it. I think Katt Williams said, you know, if people want you to tell a better story about them, then maybe they should have given you a better story. I'm all about forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness from myself, from plenty of people. I'm asking for forgiveness now. And knowing that I'm hurting people as I'm doing what I'm doing, but also honoring myself and saying, girl, you can't carry that anymore. That's not yours to carry. So this is like a weird part of my life where I just have to accept that events are the way that they are and hope for a better future. And, you know, I am sorry to people that feel like I've hurt them, or to people who feel like what I'm doing is wrong. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You know, I definitely have empathy in my heart. So, of course, you know, I never want to intentionally hurt people. But at the same time, I have to look out for me because no one else is on that team except for me. So, as a part of my self-love journey, as a part of my self-help journey, as a part of taking care of myself, taking care of my inner child, taking care of the future me, nobody will ever run my life anymore. Nobody will ever put their hands on me again. Nobody will ever threaten me of what I can do or what I can't do.
Oh, this was sent me for the loop, the boop, the scoop, the boop, loop. Y'all just wait. But wait. Chunky says, I know that's terrible, Gil. Having her sister pass away while they weren't on speaking terms, that's definitely hurting. And I know that's playing in her head. Especially considering how the sister passed, right? Because I'm telling you that them drugs was a trauma response. It's a natural trauma response. And ASHLEE is it's different for whatever reason, but nothing short than God having his hand on it. Yeah.
A part of taking care of myself, taking care of my inner child, taking care of the future me. Nobody will ever run my life anymore. Nobody will ever put their hands on me again. Nobody will ever threaten me of what I can do or what I can't do. Nobody will ever threaten me to be quiet ever again. I will speak whatever I want to speak. I am an intelligent person. I'm educated. I'm smart. And I don't need anyone to run my life in that way anymore. I'm 30-something years old, and it's really time for me to just be me and be free. So if you are in this journey of your life, or if you've ever struggled with something like this, cut the wings and learn to be free. It's you and your life, and no one else can decide that for you. No one else can determine that for you.
You may not always have the support that you're looking for, but as long as you can support yourself, you're doing really awesome. So my heart goes out to anyone who can understand what I'm talking about or what I'm going through. I'm very happy that this journey is almost over. I'm very happy that Tamar is supporting me and that I get to just say whatever I want to say. But I feel like by the time I get to Tamar, not that I won't have anything to say, but I said what I said, and I'll say it again, time and time again. And that part feels pretty good. So I'm going to continue on my journey. I'm going to continue living my life. Lord Voldemort. And I was like, and immediately I was back to that little kid again. I also had to kind of, and this is a cease and desist letter from you know who, from the one who shall not be named, to Lord Voldemort. And I was like, and immediately I was back to that little kid again. I also had to kind of like take over the wheel and be like, this is my space, this is my place, this is my platform, this is my story, this is what I want to talk about. This is what happened to me. This is not me trying to convince you that this is what happened to me. No, it happened to me. There's enough proof, there's enough evidence of all the things that I'm saying.
People, you could tell that people tried to get in her head and manipulate her.
And whatever you feel like you want to do with it, that's on you. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for somebody to come in and save me anymore. I am saved. I saved myself, really, actually, is what I did. I saved myself. And I'm not asking anything from anybody. I'm good. That's kind of where I'm at in a nutshell. I'm good.
Oh, Lord. Damn music. Forget.
It took me a while to get here. I was in the States. I got sick, as you can hear kind of right now, like I'm really sick. And I've also just been working, which I'm really grateful for. But like I've had commercials to shoot and like auditions to go for. And then I had to come home and kind of process everything and like get my mind together and go to therapy and like have a session and realize like, okay, what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna put this into two parts. Part number one is gonna be like how I'm feeling now and pre-podcast. And part number two is gonna be podcast. I think it's important to kind of like break those up. You have followed me on this journey, you know that this is like a lot to keep up with and to kind of pay attention to, and to kind of like listen to. So I felt like it's a little bit easier, and that way I can say what I want to say without trying to feel rushed to cram it into one video. And also I realized on this trip that I'm talking to like a few groups of people, but I realized that the group that I want to be talking to are the survivors, you know? And so part one, part two, here you go. All right, let's talk about today. What am I feeling today? First and foremost, I am a survivor. And I didn't realize that until the trip. I was like, wait a minute. You know, because people were like, why are you telling this story? And I was like, I was kind of getting offended by it. Like, what you mean why I'm telling this story? But then I realized that people didn't really get it. And I was like, oh, no. I'm a survivor. I'm healed. Like, I'm not completely healed because I think healing is continuous, but I'm a survivor, you know? And so I realized that in this trip that people like thought that I'm trying to do this for something or for some like, they're like, oh, you just, what did somebody say? I was having an outburst. What? And I think that that is so funny because no, I'm not having an outburst, baby. I'm not having an outburst, honey. I survived. So first and foremost, I'm a survivor. So claps to me, okay? Number two, like the inner me is so, the inner child of me is so happy because for the longest time, she's been trying to reach out to people to be like, I need help. You know, I'm living in chaos. I need help. And so from the church, from school, from friends' parents, from family, like I have been asking for help. And like the inner me has been like, hello. It's really interesting too, because it's like people never believed me. And even now, because it's like, girl, your last name is this. B, what I'm speaking about, you wouldn't ever expect, I guess, maybe. So for a lot of people, it's kind of like shocking.
but then also see, I think people don't know how to handle it. It's like, okay, sorry, or like, what are you looking for from all of this?
And she don't even owe them an explanation.
And the greatest part about it now, though, is like, I'm not looking for anything. I just survived, and I'm just telling my story so that the other survivors can hear it and know that, like, you guys did a great job. And also, if you're going through it, like, you have to come out on top, and you will come out on top. I didn't have this growing up. I didn't have somebody that I had books, but I didn't have somebody that I could look up to, or that I could go on the internet and hear somebody tell their story and be like, dang, that's me, I'm a survivor. So that's my MO. I'm also feeling better too, because it's like, I think the comments and the scrutiny of all of it kind of got to me a little bit as well. And I just felt a little bit judged. And I was playing this role of like, I have to tell my story so that people believe me. And it's like, I had somebody say to me this trip that was like, girl, you are not here to tell your story to be believed. You are a survivor, period.
Right.
And you're talking to a certain group of people. And I was like, okay, yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel better about that, because it felt very much like I had to have a list of all the things that happened. And I was like, okay, so this happened. What do you know what I mean? I'm trying to convince people to believe me, but I don't need to do that. Sorry. So right now I'm feeling very good. I'm still a little bit, like I said, I'm a little bit sick, but at the same time, I'll take it. I just got a whole bunch of vitamins as well. And so I'm feeling like a refreshness of me. It's like a second part of my life has begun, and I'll never be the same. That's also something that's really cool as well. Is like, I'll never be the same person again. The person who I was before I told this story is not the person who I am after I told this story. And I think that that's pretty cool too. So if you're a survivor of abuse, make some noise in the comments, and not as a space and place for other people to look at it, like just for you and for me and for us to have this relationship and this conversation, and just this thing where it's like, yeah, we're survivors and we did it. And it's so cool that I'm building this community of people who actually get me and understand me, because that's such a big part of me and a big part of my life that I've just excluded and realized that it is a part of me. So I can't build a community without addressing those things. Like, this is my tribe, and I'm happy. And me and my tribe, we're good. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. It's also, I feel like everything was just getting out of hand in terms of like where the narrative was going and all this. It just felt like everybody was taking a piece and was like, it's about me. It's about, like, wait a minute. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. Like, this is my story, you know? Everybody is entitled to tell their story how they want to tell it, wherever they want to tell it, if you choose to tell it or not. It's just not my choice. That's not my opinion. I can't care. Like, it's so weird. It's like, you have your own space and place and platform to do whatever you want to do. And so do it on yours. You know what I mean? I also had to kind of like take over the wheel and be like, this is my space. This is my place. This is my platform. This is my story. This is what I want to talk about. This is what happened to me. This is not me trying to convince you that this is what happened to me. No, it happened to me. There's enough proof. There's enough evidence of all the things that I'm saying, and whatever you feel like you want to do with it, that's on you. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for somebody to come in and save me anymore. I am saved. I saved myself, really, actually, is what I did. I saved myself. And I'm not asking anything from anybody. I'm good. That's kind of where I'm at in a nutshell. I'm good. So that I'm feeling like, woof, woof, woof. So thank you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of my inner child. I'm proud of us. We made it. We survived. We lost some people along the way, but you know what? We're here today. We're strong. And we're only going to go up from here. So, all right. So now let's get into the pre-podcast, because the pre-podcast for me kind of shook me up a little bit. So I left to go to the US on Sunday. So I think it was either like Wednesday or Thursday. No, maybe Wednesday. I look through my phone.
Isn't it?
I'm looking at my emails and I got an email that pops up. And it's a cease and desist letter from you know who, from the one who shall not be named, to Lord Voldemort. And I was like, and immediately I was back to that little kid again. The little kid who was told to shut up. The little kid.
Okay, see, and it couldn't be Gabe. Lord knows couldn't be Gabe. I don't think it was Trina. I think it was that daddy.
I got an email that pops up, and it's a cease and desist letter from you know who, from the one who shall not be named, to Lord Voldemort. And I was like, and immediately I was back to that little kid again. The little kid who was told to shut up. The little kid who had to hold everything in and be quiet. Like, it just felt like somebody was pressing on that part again. You know, it feels like somebody's going like this to you, and it's like somebody's starting to squeeze it, and I'm starting to feel like this again. Like, oh no, people are trying to shut me up. It's crazy. Took a little bit to process that. There's a lot of anger in that. There's a lot of like disappointment. Also feelings of just kind of being over it, because it's like, what's this? Do you know what I mean? There's been no phone call to me, but there's text messages, there's this letter, cease and desist, and it feels like everybody around me is talking. There's a lot of chatter going around, and I can hear it and I can feel it, but it's like there's no chatter that's coming directly to me in terms of like a phone call or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's very much like, here's a text message.
Well, I feel like that's her family, them sisters, them Braxton sisters. And
here's a letter. And you know, when I had my therapy session and I had a chance to kind of sit down and think about it, I was just like, you know, what we kind of put together is like, what do you do when you're scared? Do you know what I mean? When you're fearful, that's kind of how you decide to act. And so, you know, now that I'm here, I can kind of understand where it comes from. But at the same time, it was super stressful because, you know, then I didn't know also that when I was going to the US that I was going to be doing a scene with Braxton Family Values. And so that kind of caught me off guard too.
Look at that. Look at that. Why would they have her doing scenes and stuff when she's not even contractually obligated? You see how they spring stuff on her? And I feel like, Tamar, that you had something to do with that, because she did that scene with you. She did this scene with you, Tamar. She ain't do no scene with nobody else. You see, this is why they say that y'all was using poor ASHLEE for a storyline. Shit is fucking sad. And I just pray she gets all the love, patient care. Not so much that she's a patient, but the care that she needs from all areas of her life. Hey, welcome, Nays Neighborhood. Welcome to the show. Hope you're feeling well. Exactly. That's why I knew she was talking about Tamar when she said, "Oh, this is my story," and you know, where she
doing a scene with Braxton Family Values, and so that kind of caught me off guard too. And I was just like, okay, you know, what am I going to say? How am I going to say it now? How am I going to voice my opinion? Like, it became about you, became about this one. And it's like, I don't want to say something that could actually legally get me in trouble because I don't feel like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much pain in it. And so it was just really stressful on the way. And I tried to have brave face, and I tried to it's why I just didn't post. It's why I didn't really talk. It's just heavy, you know what I mean? Because, you know, in life is very unfair. And I think you realize you want a situation to go the way that works for you, right? Like, you want the support, you want the love, you want what you feel like you need, but that's not really life, right? Like, life gives you the things that you just have to learn how to deal with. you know, on the lead up to going to the US, it just was like, I don't even know if I want to go. I don't even know, like, what am I doing? I started to doubt myself. I started to think about, you know, is this the right way for me to talk about things? Like, also, what am I about to walk into? Am I about to be ambushed? You know, I was very scared when I was even just arriving in the A. I was like, what if somebody's outside? Do you know what I mean? There's threats inside of the text message that I had received from before. And so it was just very much like, I'm not really feeling safe, you know? And I was grateful that I had my friends who were there to kind of support. And it felt very much like, you know, everybody's like, send your location, girl. Everybody was just checking in, like, are you okay? You know, I had to let some people know what could be happening. I had to let people know where I was at. It was just a very stressful moment. I think it's just important for me to share this because you could also be going through the same thing, or maybe this is why you're not sharing yourself or sharing your stories, because you're afraid of the repercussions and the backlash. I feel like people were trying to do a good job of trying to shut me up and to try to make me be quiet, and I can understand. But at the same time, this is why I say tell your story. Is
you should know my IG name. It's Conscious Media LLC. KONSCIOUSMEDIA LLC. Should I?
Because, you know, there's no story that you could put out about me that's gonna make me be quiet. Do you know what I mean? And sure, if you feel like that's what you need to do, then you got to do it. But at the same time, it's like, you got to make sure that you tell. It's like, I don't really know what you could say about me that I haven't already said about me. And I think that is so important. And if you're somebody who's facing this time of your life, or maybe this is why you're scared, is because you feel like there's going to be so much backlash against you, or you know, people are not going to believe you. That also threw me for a loop. I'm going to put this part in part 2, but I didn't realize that I had actually surrounded myself with people that I thought believed me, but in reality didn't. And I was picking up on it, and I was trying to.
Who you think she was talking about? Who you think she was talking about? You think she was talking about Tamar or Mama Braxton? Oh, she said she was in the presence of people that she thought had her back. When you thought somebody was in your corner the whole time, using you for a story. ASHLEE, notice when you being used, baby. Shaking my head.
Me, but in reality didn't. And I was picking up on it, and I was trying to make it so that they would believe me. You know what I mean? Like, my energy was like, how can I be believed?
Energy don't lie.
And I'm going to talk about that in part 2, but that also kind of threw me for a loop as well. My people, my tribe here, I think people just know me for a different version of me. And so they know that this is something that I'm passionate about. They know that I've been talking about this for a while. It's not like it's just come up out of the blue. They know that this was the next step in my journey, you know, in terms of like sharing. And so for them, it was very much like, I'm so proud of you. This is the next step. You're being very courageous. You can do it. You know you're going to get a lot of backlash. You know that it's going to be some support, but then some not support, and you just have to keep going. So pre-podcast for me was a lot, but at the same time, it took a lot out of me, but it definitely made me stronger mentally. And I just have a different
right. I feel like it was triggered. It re-triggered ASHLEE.
Perception in terms of sharing and telling my story. So I'm actually doing a talk in, I think it's either 2 or 3 months, and I'm going to be on stage and sharing my story in another aspect, in a space and place of like this. I'm an advocate for abuse, and I'm speaking to a crowd of people who have been abused. So the energy is going to be completely different, but I have a different energy in terms of my deliverance of what I'm trying to say, because it's not even a space and place of like, do you believe me? It's not like, please, you know, do you believe me? Please, sir, can I have some more? It's not even that. It's very much like, no, this is it. This is what happens to me. This is who I am today. And if you're a survivor, put your hands up in the air and say, you know, amen. And if you are in the process of becoming a survivor, we got you. We got your back. You can do it. You can do anything. It's not going to be easy, but it's okay. This is like your triumph of your life. And sometimes life gives you shitty things, and sometimes life gives you situations that you didn't ask for. But for you to be able to overcome them, now you can live the next part of your life. So stay tuned for part 2. But if you're a survivor, put your hands up. It's time to really celebrate you.
Shout out to ASHLEE. I want ASHLEE to be blessed. I want her to survive and thrive, although she already is surviving and thriving. It takes time, and it's a process. Yes, indeed, I'm jealous. She does have the gift of discernment, and plus, she's doing the work. She is doing the work to heal herself and to heal her lineage. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. And we've been here for quite a while. Normally, I'm not here this long, but I want to kick it with y'all. I think it was well deserved. I'm gonna be using my stream, y'all, like I'm supposed to. Hell, I'm gonna come live way more. I'll be just do lives off the vertical, just so. But I love y'all. I love my cultivators. Y'all keep on keeping on, keep on surviving, keep on doing y'all. Man, but love is what makes the world go round. Do y'all want to talk about quick little sector stuff right quick? Before we exit out, I heard Stormy is over there getting exposed by old incoming. I seen that. I said, my Lord. I said, damn, there's just a lot going on around here in the YouTube. And I'm gonna exit stage motherfucking left. You hear me? Shoot, man, a funk box daughter up there doing Dougies and shit. I can't keep up with this black tea sector bullshit. Oh Lord. Oh goodness. And then that man, a funk box, man, of feces, manic slop. That bitch gonna say a nigga was jerking off to her daughter's picture. Bitch, no, he was not. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. And maybe if you stop catfishing your daughter's cootie, her motherfucking crotch, her cootie cat crotch, it wouldn't be up there. It wouldn't be in the line of that to potentially to happen. Although it didn't happen over here on my motherfucking platform. So don't be lying on my shit. Forcep head can kick motherfucking rocks. Still didn't find no motherfucking stable crib. So he ain't shit. What else? What else has been going on? What else? There's been a lot going on. I'm still praying for everybody in the YouTube. Pray for Val, y'all. Pray for Val. And I thank every one of y'all for donating, for the cash apps, for being here. Y'all are so greatly appreciated. And if you want to cash app so a brother could get him something to eat after this live ends, which is going to end in a few minutes. That's $ Kenzo 781. Once again. Oh, it says Maxwell giving D'Angelo his flowers after replacing him at the Roots picnic for being the headliner. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Yeah, rest. Oh Lord. But yeah, shout out to D'Angelo. Rest in peace.
Lots of love to my boy D'Angelo. Still in recovery. I'm just standing in for the night. So we have to do this thing. We thank him for the promise and the path that he brought to all of us.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I hit the wrong button. Oh, it's a short video.
Still in recovery. I'm just standing in for the night. We'll be back to do this thing. And the path that he brought to all of us in Neo Soul. So, next situation, and I'm grateful to be part of it. So, thank you for letting me.
You know, he probably knew. I like Ascension by Maxwell. And we'll go. I'll go. Yeah, he hit that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Wait a minute, let me see. Wait a minute, let me see. Wait a minute, wait. I'm telling you, don't make me get. I need to hurry up and get my damn mic. I need to hurry up and get my mic because I want to do a little fire and desire. A little feel of fire. Yeah. You know, a little bit of that. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What? Wait. Yeah. If you don't know, then I'll so don't ever. I'll He do that. Woo! Wait a minute. How Maxwell hit it? Wait a minute. Let me see if I can hit it right. Wait a minute. Since they say I'm Tevin Campbell and Johnny Gill all at one. Thank you, but no thank you. I'd rather be Peebo. Wait a minute. We supposed to be serenade. We supposed to be tributing D'Angelo. What's song y'all want? Let me see. Brown sugar pie. Tell you about the brown sugar pie. Chunky, absolutely. Yeah, we got one battle a day. Chunky, what was we supposed to be do? Was we supposed to do we were supposed to do the fire and desire. Was we supposed to? I'm gonna put that on the. I'm gonna put that one on. Who? I did. Oh, I didn't. It was the how does it feel? See, I feel like that. How does it feel? That was a striptease for the ladies. That's what I feel like. I like that brown sugar though. Cruising was good too. Let me see if I can. Wait a minute.
Don't believe me.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, brother, you should have been around in those days. Those was the good old days. Yeah. That's right.
Brown sugar you talking about?
I'm not talking about the brown sugar you buy in the supermarket, brother. I'm talking about the real brown sugar.
All right, Pop.
Okay, see you. Hey, you going to the same place I'm going to, brother? That's all right then. Cool.
Everybody out there feeling like some brown sugar. The wrong falsetto note. I'm up there doing the spotlight. Big stage, 150,000 runs yelling in the rain. Paparazzi flash. I will go big stage or whatever you said. Whatever the damn usher said, I was singing that, bro. I was singing the beginning of that damn song. I was supposed to be singing the ooh. No, that was a see. I can't. Lord, I go by ear. I gotta hear it before I sing it. That's how I do it. Sugar, baby, sugar. Hey, Martha. Hey, wait a minute. She said, we ain't even know you better. My audio went out. It went to yeah, that the Maxwell one. Brown sugar. That sugar I can't resist. I got to give you some of this sweet kiss. It was that real cool, calm, collected singing that sugar. Yeah, that brown sugar bag. But what I want to say is rest in peace to him, Mr. Brown Sugar himself. Rest in peace to you. Shout out to ASHLEE. Rest in peace to Lauren Braxton. Katt Williams, you on the chopping block, along with Ray J. Tony Braxton. Take care of your health, baby. But leave them damn rapists alone. I know they're your family, but damn. Goodness, I hope this was a teaching moment. Hey, sunset, salty sage, swooping in here like, thank you. And we all love y'all. And with that being said, well, I know I love y'all. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. And with that being said, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all don't be a stranger. And stay tuned. Peace and chicken grease.
I met an Asian that was a Southern Baptist, a black woman that was a Buddhist, a Latina that was a Muslim, and a white woman that was atheist. Times have changed, y'all, and we still can't be fucking for real. But more importantly, we still worried about the wrong damn business. Oh, Sally. You so worried about Nancy being a lesbian that you plotting on getting her fired so HR don't cage you. Meanwhile, you don't even know who your husband messing around with. Still think it's Jean, his virtual assistant, and that you so clever because you know his mistress by name. Fun fact, Jean is actually a mister and works at your company. Jim, you still think you that nigga. But the best head your wife ever got came from a woman. And folks still out here worried about genders making transitions. Some of you men will be better off becoming a woman so at least we could begin to understand the bitch in you. You got parents out here kicking out their kids for their sexuality but protecting the school shooter. You got folks outside of abortion clinics holding up signs telling folks they going to hell, but I have yet to see a protest on the front line at the home of a rapist. You rather teach your daughter what she can and cannot wear, but not teach your son how to respect the female. You once judged your daughter's boyfriend for committing theft just so he could feed his brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, your company has embezzled millions for years for greed. You got people out here judging folks that go to public school, but it turns out private schools like to keep things a little too private.
That they have perfected to a science will be used, and we will be maneuvered into thinking that we're getting freedom or thinking that we are making progress when actually we will be going back. The world press, as well as the American press, can make the victim of a crime look like the criminal, and can make the criminal himself look like he's the victim. You don't think that this is possible for someone to do that to your mind.
Michael Jackson with your Jesus. Yo. It's time for the extermination. Chemtrails to eliminate all the vermin hating. It ain't equal, see they gotta reduce the population and turn kids homosexual so they stop from mating. I'm the one who was sent to destroy others with fire. Ignore me when I told the world Michael was the Messiah. Agent for hire, draped in lace and Mason's attire. St. George's flag up on my face, exposing fakes and liars. So, if he's a god, where's his legend at? It's a couple of rap niggas that's selling that, yelling they went to hell and back. Saw Jesus walks, no evidence or compelling facts. Bumped his head, shit now his melon is swelling fat. Since he got the big head, he's claiming that he's celestial. Mike stated clearly that most these niggas is vegetables, detestable. Dead niggas acting extraterrestrial, with nothing contextual that validates that they're credible. These niggas must be credible, must think that they're not edible. Making outrageous statements uncheckable and legible. These niggas ain't gods, these niggas is frauds, stealing sneakers. If they was gods, these niggas would all be feeling me. No sympathy for simple thieves or gimmicks using similes. Started out as backpacker rappers, but now we're deities. And damn near every nigga done skied at the chickie seated, believe it, hey. They don't even want me to say it.
There's one thing a man should always do, mainly to himself, be true. Never let anyone change your point of view unless what he brings makes sense to you. You should never judge him by sight alone or by the height that he has grown. And when you're speaking, always keep a moderate tone.
Hold on. Did Man the Funk Box just go over there? Is she up there still responding to Misfit Muslima? Wait a minute. Just when I was about to end the motherfucker, close up shop and turn off the damn open light, what is this bitch Man the Funk Box doing? This bitch always responding to them damn bedbug echo chambers. She said, what you reacting to, guy? This bitch Man the Funk Box over here howling at the moon again. Man. Lord, she crashing out once again. I don't even want to send y'all over there, but I know half of y'all over there using all y'all devices over there. Look there. What? She need to stop hating and need to calm her ass down before she have a stroke. Crazy bitch. Come on, y'all. Let's go over there and scope scenery. And bitch, don't be trying to act like you the fucking bitch. Who the fuck are you? These subscribers could go wherever the fuck they want to. You ain't the shit. You may regurgitate shit, and shit may come out your mouth, but you aren't the shit like that. So stop trying to act like you a leader and you can tell people where and where not to go. Fuck your chat and fuck your sons. Cause you know what? Now I'm feeling like, wait a minute, we're gonna end it off with a bang. Wait a minute, we're gonna end it off with a bang. Where Keith McMillan at? Where Keith McMillan? But since the bitch love talking so much. The bitch love talking so much. You better have deleted that page. That's all I know. Let me see. Watched. Do the Dougie. What? Do the Dougie. Hey. Oh, do the Dougie. Ah. Hey. Do.
But like, hey, you ain't teach me how to Dougie. You know why? They got the background dancers here. So they got a suit, dancing with her.
There's one thing a man should always do, mainly to himself be true. Never let anyone change your point of view unless what he brings makes sense to you. You should never judge him by sight alone or by the height that he has grown. And when you're speaking, always keep a moderate tone, because raised voices, they turn hearts to stone. See, from the beginning, it was brother kill brother. The morals in life, live, love, and respect one another. But then there are those, they'll always try to be smart. They'll take a decent man and then they'll alter his heart until he seeks to tear them apart. These men, no man should call friends. They bend lies around truths until they meet their end.